What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of Smackdown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including what's CM Punk's big secret, Matt Riddle debuts in TNA, Rikishi thought that Brock Lesnar would help out the Bloodline, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. As always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good, as number 1, what's CM Punk's game? Last night's cinematic segment between CM Punk and Roman Reigns was a solid setup for their War Games match against Solo Sikoa and his version of the Bloodline. The segment heightened the suspense of what ulterior motives Punk has for joining Roman and his team besides getting revenge on Solo for hurting his friend Paul Heyman. But Heyman added the tension to the segment by telling Punk he needed to team with Roman because the Bloodline would come after him next if they take out Roman. But what is the true secret that CM Punk is hiding? Well, more about that in the news. Number 2, Sith Lord Shinsuke. The WWE Universe is taking notice of a new look for the recently returned WWE superstar Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura has a new entrance and new ring gear that give off a vibe of pure evil. This alongside him using black poison mist, and Shinsuke looks like a Sith Lord ready to decimate the blue brand. Could this new presentation foreshadow a US title win for Shinsuke? Number 3, Michin gets the win. Michin scored a big win last night as she advanced to the semi-finals for the Women's US Championship. Like most of the WWE's female roster, Michin is a talented worker with the potential to break out given the chance. Unfortunately, she hasn't been given a chance, and while this win was a good move, it's unknown if it's the start of something special or a one-off moment in the sun. Number 4, Tommaso Ciampa unhinged. It didn't take long for Tommaso Ciampa to become unhinged as he's turning on everyone around him out of frustration at losing the Tag Team Championship with Johnny Gargano. While the story is a bit too similar to Kevin Owens' current heel turn, Triple H obviously wants to recreate the magic of DIY's NXT feud, and it's an idea that has merit. Both men can go in the ring, and it's a feud that can add fire to SmackDown and possibly end up as a PLE match. Number 5, KO makes his case. Kevin Owens made a convincing case of why he's so angry with Cody Rhodes, reminding everyone how the Bloodline cheated him of a world championship and injured him along the way. This along with KO helping Cody Rhodes against the Bloodline during the American Nightmare's quest for the Undisputed Championship, and it's understandable why Owens would be upset at Rhodes for helping Roman Reigns. Although Owens' motives don't excuse his attack on Randy Orton, he made a convincing case why he's so upset with Cody, which makes this a better booked feud. Number 6, Carmelo vs Cody crushes it. Carmelo Hayes vs Cody Rhodes is clearly a series that WWE needs to revisit down the road. The two deliver the goods, and the WWE turned what might have been a filler into a story-driven contest due to Hayes angering Cody by agreeing with Kevin Owens' take that Cody is in the wrong. Number 7, Shinsuke and Andrade Sizzler. A SmackDown had another outstanding match with Shinsuke Nakamura vs Andrade. While this match was all about showing how Shinsuke has quickly rebuilt himself back into a championship contender, the in-ring action was entertaining and a reminder of how much the undercard talent that WWE has. And an excellent build-up for Survivor Series. SmackDown turned up the heat for Survivor Series, adding intrigue to the already strong story between OG Bloodline and Solo's Bloodline with last night's sit-down segment between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. The segment hyping the Women's War Games match may have been a by-the-numbers brawl, but it did the trick, letting fans know this match could steal the show. Lastly, the WWE gave fans another reason to believe LA Knight's United States Championship reign is in jeopardy when Shinsuke easily stopped Knight's attempted ambush by spraying him with black poison mist. But that was good. What about the bad? It's number 1, good matches showcased the WWE shortcomings. And there were plenty of solid matches last night, whether it was the men's matches or the triple threat in the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Unfortunately, these matches didn't spotlight WWE's talent, they exposed WWE's big problem, a bloated roster that's just too big. On one hand, this is a good problem as the WWE has many pieces to play with, but on the other hand, it makes it difficult for undercard talent to get TV time and the necessary push to see if the fans want them in a more prominent role, such as uppercard or main event. When wrestlers like Carmelo Hayes and Andrade are losing on a regular basis, you have to ask if they're nothing but high-tier enhancement talent or just simply misused. That was nothing downright ugly as SmackDown was a go-home show with entertaining matches and segments. Once again, the WWE showed it can create must-see shows even when they're taped. What did you guys think of the Blue Brand last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now first we looks at CM Punk has a secret. At top of today's news is the question of what favor CM Punk is seeking from Paul Heyman for agreeing to team with Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. Punk told Roman that he's teaming with him in order to get revenge on Solo and his crew for taking out Heyman. The segment was dripping with drama, especially when Roman asked Heyman what Punk's favor is and Heyman told him to focus on War Games. There's been plenty of talk about whether Heyman's return is the beginning of an alliance with CM Punk, which could culminate in Paul guiding Punk to a world title reign. There's also talk that Heyman isn't there to help Roman reign and he'll leave the OG Bloodline after War Games. Add in the intrigue about The Rock possibly showing up at Survivor Series, and it's easy to see why this remains one of the WWE's hottest storylines. Do you think a betrayal on the cards is Punk's dark secret? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Matt Riddle debuts in TNA. Now add Matt Riddle to the list of former superstars now competing in TNA. Wrestling's Ultimate Bro made a surprise appearance at the promotion's Turning Point event. As NoDQ.com's Aaron Riff reports, the Hardys and Ace Austin faced Kushida, Zachary Wentz, and a mystery partner to replace Trey Miguel. In his debut with TNA, former WWE star Matt Riddle filled in for Miguel as a teammate for Kushida and Wentz. Riddle fans have been speculating when the former WWE superstar might appear in TNA after his September 2003 release. Riddle appeared in Major League Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling briefly, only to return to the indie circuit. During a September 2024 interview with Sports Illustrated, Riddle revealed why he hadn't appeared in TNA. I think once I said, hey, I'm booked all these days, let's try these months. I haven't heard anything back. I think they want me to work there, but it's more of a scheduling thing. Riddle also touched upon whether his rocky relationship with the WWE might have affected him showing up in TNA. Also, I think right now with the current relationship between WWE and TNA, I don't know if they're interested in me anymore. They're already cross-promoting. I think Cody's doing something with TNA eventually. They got the Rascals in NXT, Joe Hendry. People are believing in him finally. They got a lot going on. Although Riddle and his teammates came up short, the two teams showed mutual respect afterwards. And it's unclear if this was a one-off appearance or whether fans can expect more Riddle appearances. Next up, Rikishi thought that Brock Lesnar would return to help the Bloodline. It looks like Rikishi was surprised by the WWE's recent booking of the men's War Games match. The Hall of Famer discussed this during his podcast, telling listeners, I don't know, I mean really, CM Punk? I didn't see that coming a mile away. I really didn't. I don't know, with Paul being out and the phone call from Roman calling Paul, he didn't pick up, I probably would have thought that it would have been somebody like Brock Lesnar. I don't know, with CM Punk he's such a big asset to the company as far as being able to help draw people to arenas and pay-per-view. The weeks leading up to Heyman's return and CM Punk jumping into the fray shocked many fans. Fans love surprises when they're well executed, and in hindsight, the CM Punk move makes sense. But still, Rikishi discussed his own feelings about the choice. I just kinda seen CM Punk off by himself. I'm speaking as a promoter vibe, to put my best hitters out there to be able to sell this thing and numbers. I'm a numbers guy. Then I'm just thinking, wow, it just fits. If in this case, where was Paul at? Then out comes Brock Lesnar. So this caught me off guard with CM Punk. I don't know. Unfortunately, Brock Lesnar may not be available for some time given the rumors that he needs to be cleared by WWE's legal department before he can appear on television. Janelle Grant's lawsuit against Vince McMahon doesn't appear to be going away anytime soon, and an overcautious legal team may feel it has no choice but to keep Lesnar off TV until they can determine whether Janelle Grant's attorneys will call him as a witness for the case. And finally, add another celebrity guest to the Raw Netflix debut. And last but not least, add singer and actor Vanessa Hudgens to the guest list for Raw's upcoming debut on Netflix. Triple H shared a backstage video of Vanessa at Raw along with this announcement. Thanks for stopping by WWE Raw this week, Vanessa Hudgens. Bring that same energy to Netflix premiere in Los Angeles this January. What do you think of this latest edition? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.